So when I was growing up, my mentor was my grandfather. One day we were hiking, and my grandmother would always make our lunches, and she would always pack an apple. When we were done with our lunch, we planted our apple core. And my grandfather said, "Look at all these apple trees." Some he planted when he was a kid with his father. Some were planted by my father when he was out with my grandfather. And now we were planting apple trees. And I think what I took from that is you never know the seeds you plant.
I always think about John and Paul as these people in the world that have this gift of bringing people in and caring about things that really matter and telling their story about what matters to anyone that'll listen to them. And they've really done that for us at Urban Peak.
It was 22 years ago that we started this journey with Urban Peak. We got involved as a couple when we very first met. One of our first dates, I asked Paul, I said, "Do you want to come over and help me make tacos? We're going to do tacos for 150 kids at Urban Peak." He's like, "I would love to do that." I was like, how are young people homeless? How are young people vulnerable at this age? They're so young. And we got the answer to the question, and it was disturbing. The answer to the question was, many of them are LGBTQ. It is safer to be on the street than in their own home. And that's when we together were like, we have to do something about this. And then we learned that they need socks. And so we would do sock drives.
The kids come in, they don't have anything to put their possessions in. So we would also do a luggage drive.
Good morning.
They have served meals. They have told their friends about us. They hosted Urban Beats during COVID. They were chairs of Urban Nights. They show up for anything we need anytime. It's really extraordinary.
I work with the Mortgage Family Foundation.
I'm a senior advisor, so I'm included in a lot of the discussions, a lot of the site visits, a lot of the things that the family wants to get involved with.
The Mortgage Family Foundation has become an incredibly strong supporter of the work happening here at Urban Peak, in this building, in fact.
The beautiful thing about the mothership is that people just plugged in when you needed them most. And the mortgages came in with a significant gift of $500,000 right towards the end of the campaign and pushed us over that finish line.
What my hope is, and our hope is, and a hope at the foundation is that when young people can experience full access to the economy that we get a benefit from, we've crossed our finish line. Until we've done that, our work is not done.
We've been so honored to have been on the journey over the years with Urban Peak, to see it grow and become what it is. I mean, it is a gem for the community.
This is not the destination. This is the starting line. And that is what we love most about Urban Peak, is that the journey doesn't end with a head in a bed. The journey begins with a head in a bed and all of the support services and all of the caring and loving team members who are going to wrap themselves around these young people.
Paul and John have left their handprint on this organization, and we are forever grateful for it. I just don't think thank you could ever be enough.
An apple core has been planted here, and what's going to grow from this? We can't imagine. We just can't imagine. We don't know what is in each of the young people who are going to come through this building. We don't know their capabilities, their possibilities, their futures. All we can do is give them a place to start their journey.